Hi. In this video, I'll show you some experiments on rolling without sliding on an inclined plane. First, we have to set up a long inclined plane so that we can make our observations over a longer distance. And this can be a wooden plane, and the objects can be anything of any size and radius that can roll down this plane. And we are all set to start. Next, we have to check that this setup works by using same shapes like spheres and rings. We roll down two solid spheres. They are going at the same velocity, so the fixture is working. We roll down two different annular rings of different diameters and masses. They roll down at the same velocity, same acceleration, so the fixture is working. We now conduct experiments with different objects side by side. We take a solid sphere, golf ball, and a hollow sphere, a TT ball. We can see that the solid sphere reaches the bottom first, followed by the TT ball. Let's now take up another case, solid sphere, golf ball, hollow sphere, tennis ball. We can see that the hollow sphere rolls down much faster than the tennis ball. We now do an experiment on a solid sphere versus a solid cylinder, battery cell. The battery cell can be considered as a solid cylinder, although inside the cell, the density is non-uniform. Once again, we can see that the solid sphere beats the solid cylinder hollow. Let's now try a race between a ring and the solid cylinder. We take the same ring, a sellotape, and the same solid cylinder, and when we release it, we can see that the solid cylinder races ahead in front of the ring, which is far behind. Let's try this again with a much smaller ring and the solid cylinder. The result is the same. The solid cylinder beats the ring. Let's put all these things in perspective and in a sequence. The fastest is the solid sphere, followed by the solid cylinder, followed by hollow sphere, followed by the ring. Now for the theory. Please refer my previous videos where I have explained the theory for a rolling object without sliding. The center of mass of the rolling object has a linear acceleration a. So F net is equal to m into a, and that's the a we are referring to. And it's the static frictional force which is causing the rotation. This equation for the linear acceleration of the center of mass given by a is also covered in my previous videos, but I'm repeating it here for ease of understanding. And a is equal to g sine theta by 1 plus I by mr squared, where I is the moment of inertia. On the right hand side, you can see that the moment of inertia is different for different objects from solid sphere to the ring, and that determines the value of A. In the denominator, the mr squared terms in the I get cancelled and we get just a number. Therefore, the acceleration A becomes 0.71 g sine theta for a solid sphere, followed by 0.67 g sine theta for a solid cylinder, followed by 0.6 g sine theta for a hollow sphere, and lastly, the ring at 0.5 g sine theta. And this acceleration determines which object will reach the bottom of the incline first, done in our experiment. It's nice to see that our experiments match with the theoretical prediction. We didn't get any sequence that was different from what the theory predicted. This helps to understand the theory much better. The ring comes last, but it's very important in practical applications, such as the tires of cars, bikes, and all vehicles. If you like this video, Please subscribe to our channel, share with your friends, do log into our website, and if you want a free chapter, we can arrange that for you. Have a great day. Bye bye.